It doesn't really matter what you achieve at Arsenal, whether it's good or bad. Loyalty. I've replaced Arsene Wenger, but apparently I'm allowed the same privileges. Ivan Gazidis, managing director. The board would like to hold a meeting in order to discuss the potential extending of your contract. Absolutely. I was starting to worry that they wouldn't have appreciated my efforts this season. But Stan Kroenke, the owner, we would like to gauge your opinion on whether discussing a new contract for you would be well received at this point in time. Yes, Stan, it would be. We're delighted that you agree with our suggestion and we'll start putting the plans into motion. Excellent. It's really that easy at Arsenal, apparently. It's April. It's April, and I'm 6th. So, thanks, Stan. Welcome back, viewers. It's another episode of the Arsenal Save, and Wenger Out is firmly underway. I feel like we're definitely into it now, as we're nearly getting close to... We've done over 15 episodes of this. What episode are we on? Been offered a new contract. Don't even know what episode he's on. 17, is it? 17? It is 17. I'm all wasting everybody's time here. So today, we have a double header against Lazio and Huddersfield in the middle of that. And I've been thinking, these Europa games, or generally, our away form in the league is very good. Let me show you what I mean. So, if we look at our away record, you can see we have the best, unbelievable I know, we have the best away record in the Premier League. It's our home record that in reality causes us most of the problems. We are down in, I don't know what position that would be, I assume around 10th in terms of home record. Not good at all. You can see Manchester United, West Ham, Liverpool, Manchester City and Southampton, in fact. All the teams above us have far superior home records. Our home records, not that spectacular. We've only lost one game at home. 8 draws, though, and you look at who some of those draws are against, they're games we really should have been picking up points. Watford, Stoke, Brighton, you'd say as well. Actually, in fairness to Stoke, we've just played them. 2-1 victory over them as well. A very dull game. We brought on Aaron Ramsey and Moussa Dembele quite late on. And they did the job, essentially. Gueye gets the goal in 85, and then Dembele gets the winner in 91. Seconds later, Shaqiri scores, and I'm panicking. But we luckily did enough to see it out. Jack Bolland on a 7.9 was clearly the best player on the pitch, and stops us from doing anything else rather fancy. So, today then, first game against Lazio, let's get involved and run you through today's team. Now, I'm thinking that in Europe, so far, Santi Cazorla has been something of a metronome in the middle. So we're going to start him in this game today. I just realised I've done the contract stuff, we're not actually there yet. We're not quite at the Thursday. Everyone hold fire. Lucas Perez is injured for 3 to 4 months. Got to be honest, forgot he was even a member of the club. Mainly because he's out on loan, but there you are. In fact, what are we going to do with him next year? Flipping heck. There it is, look. There we are, Ivan. Thank you very much. I'll accept the vision. 150 million to spend, loads of money, qualify for the Champions League. Sure, I'll say I'll do that. Play possession and attacking football. Everything seems fine. New con, 110 grand a week for 3 years. Let's just do that quickly before they change their mind. Benji signs new deal at Arsenal. Czech's very happy with the deal, as am I. I'm delighted to have signed the new deal. I'm loving it here. I'm loving the money. Right then, game day. Petr Cech, of course, is going to have to come in for Timo Horn in goal, and Rob Green will make his way to the bench. Lauren Koscielny can come back in after returning to fitness, if it lets me put him in the bloody team. There we go. Mustafi and him then created quite a nice partnership. We're going to change Mustafi to a ball-playing defender. He prefers that, to be fair. And with him and Koscielny both there now, I feel slightly more comfortable doing just that. Perisic on the left, is struggling a little bit for fitness, and we've got, of course, Iwobi on the left, who is decent, but Alex Iwobi's a funny little character. He's progressing nicely at 21 as well. He's probably going to continue to improve, so this is probably the sort of game we need to give him game time in. Him and Bellerin form quite a nice partnership on that side. We've got Ozil and Lacazette up top, but there are options there for us if we choose to change it around. Gueye in the centre as well. I'm debating him or Cazorla. Now I'm thinking about it. Do I want a bit of steel away from home? And also, do I want to start attacking away from home? Because in Europe, like, our away form's been good in the league, but in Europe our league form's not been as, or our away form, sorry, has not been as good. I'm going to go slightly more solid with Gueye in there, and I even play him as a a ball-winning midfielder on support, and have him and Seri in the centre, just sort of patrolling. So we're going to set up a little bit more reserved, and I'm going to start on the counter-attack. That might be a risk. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit hesitant on how this is going to work out. We've got face packs, by the way, now. Link in the description. Sort it out, SI. So there you are. There it is, sorted. Out SI. That works. Sort of. Out SI. That doesn't work. Right, team talk-wise, let's get assertive with them. Lazio have won 4 of the last 5 games, but if we perform to our best, we can deny them here. I'm going to say all the best out there, have fun. Quickly select them all. Tell them I've got faith. Passionately say, I've got faith in you today. 2 of them cared. That's good enough for me. And the teams walk out there. No, it's not full, is it? Blimey, Arsenal turn. I mean, our fans have packed it out over that side. Lazio fans don't seem as bothered about this Europa League game. It's a Thursday night. Can you blame them? The last thing on a Thursday night I want to do is go and watch Europa League football. You can see that on the latest event updates. I don't know if you saw that there. AC Milan have taken the lead against Shakhtar. Ooh, magical. Guay. Oh my goodness gracious! I've said Guay in panic. I know it's pronounced gay, but there we go. He's banged one in off the bar. Heavens above. Watch that again, please. Thank you very much. Oh, we've got a behind goal action. This is what you want to see. Plays it out to him, and first time rattles it off the bar. That is, I mean, that made it sound like a kettle had just finished boiling rather than an explosion. That's it. That's when the kettle's boiled. Right, ball's launched forward towards Lacazette, who's quite isolated, but he's actually got support of some runners, and Guay's there again. So far, I'm enjoying the fact I've selected him over Cazorla. The right decision, I dare say, as Bellowin's moved further ahead. The ball forward, not the best, and cleared quite comfortably. Now, I will say, though, away goal in Europe, and that's what we're looking for. We're playing, I'll tell you what, we're playing on the counter. Lacazette's just stumbled over. That's a theme of our team, it seems to be. I don't know if we're pushing each other, sort of metaphorically, as Perisic goes through. Perisic with a strike, and there we are. It's Arsenal 2, Lazio 0, and the perfect start. I'm playing on counter-attack. We're controlling the game better than I've ever seen us do it before. You can see from this reverse angle, it's lovely work from Perisic. He plays a lovely passage of play with Ozil, gets it back, and then at this point just drives past defenders like they're not even there. Finish as well. He knows the Italian leagues well, does Perisic, after signing from Inter Milan, and he proved it, folks, right there, right now. Here we go. I mean, I'm enjoying this. 2-0 away from home. Heavens above. Castellat's picked up a booking. It'll be sent off around 60, so just get that in your diaries just for when it happens. Right, half time is pretty much upon us, and so far a very successful half of football. 2-0 up away at Lazio, who've got a decent side to be fair, and there's goals in all the games as well. Villarreal absolutely smashing Hertha. Heavens, Abiol has put an own goal in for Red Bull Leipzig, and Milan Shakhtar two goals in it, but one goal apiece. So right then, what do you say here? How am I going to possibly mess this up? Passionately say, I'm very happy the way things are going, keep it going. Why would I say anything else? I could have been assertive, I could have been said don't get complacent, but with the 2 away goals, keep going, boys. Let's see more of this. It's taken about 40 games, but I do feel like the Arsenal boys now kind of know what's up. They get what's going on. Shouldn't have said that really, should I? When I think about it. Right then, we're working this around the back line. A whole back line passed it along. It gets forward to Lacazette, who's got an option to his right if he wants to find him, but goes alone, Lacazette, and fires just over. But he's had a chance. That's what I like to see. I say he's had a chance. He's had a go. Well, that's a red card, isn't it? That's a red card. Bastos there. He's gone. He's off. I mean, you can't be doing that. My reaction to it was, well, that was ridiculous, wasn't it? Status was there. That was my status. That's gone now. Lacazette driving at the back line. He's got an option to that right hand side. He's just shooting though. Now Perisic is struggling a little bit, but we have got Huddersfield in the week, and I'm probably going to rest him for that one. So I'm not overly worried about the fact that Perisic is struggling. We're going to keep him out there. I think he's easily our best player. We could make a change elsewhere though. Lacazette has not done a great deal, and Dembele did the business against Stoke. So we're going to bring Dembele on. Jack Wilshere is going to come on for Guay in the centre as well. We'll change him up to a playmaker. Hopefully we'll just keep the ball better in the centre. And yeah, right, here we go. 10 minutes left. Just see the game out, boys. No dramas. Unbelievably, we're seeing the game out without any drama. This is almost unnerving. I don't know if I like this. We're going to be going into the second leg 2-0 up. Comfortably 2-0 up. Looking really good. And, well, yeah, it's been quite a dominant display, if you don't mind me saying so. 10 seconds left in it. And I'll be honest, Lazio at home, the fans didn't care. And I must say that the fans have probably echoed that of the players, who don't seem overly bothered. But there we are then. A good win for us, and we'll take that. Bastos also will miss the next game, of course, after getting sent off. Kolasinac probably suspended after picking up loads of yellow cards. And, right, team talk. We'll go passionate again. Very nice victory, well done. They love it. I don't really know what to make of it all. A good 2-0 win, though. Red Bull have beaten Napoli by 4-1. Villarreal kept it at 4-0 against Hertha. And Milan Shakhtar, everything to play for in the second leg. So, interesting to see which teams we could potentially meet in the semi-final. Villarreal, not a team I thought were particularly good, could be in there. Just telling Gay he's done well. He said he's going to concentrate on his game, which I approve. I'll tell you what, Arsenal Twitter, no polls to speak of, but I'll tell you what, stability is key. Benji's staying, says Bram, he loves it. Don't agree with the length of the deal, but otherwise there's nothing really to react to. Well, Do you know, I really should have been paying attention to what Arsenal Twitter have been saying more often. You'll do well to see better than Gay. I mean, that's probably the goal they're talking about there. You got player of the match. Everyone's loving him, to be fair. Dylan's got it right, though. Not going to get carried away after one good performance. We need to do that consistently. He's obviously been watching Arsenal for a while. Right, we shall rest the boys, some of which will be playing in our next game against Huddersfield. It's an interesting scenario that I want to rest players because we've got Lazio again on the Thursday, but I don't know, what do? Do you play a strong side? I feel like we should. Okay, game time, and some changes are going to have to be made, I think. Adelaide's going to come in on that left side for Perisic, who I said I was going to rest. So at the back, do we want to change things around a little bit, or do we want the consistency of this back line? I think this is our best back five, so I'm inclined to keep them in there for this next game and just let them get to know each other a little bit more. In the centre, do you know what? I'm very tempted to change very little. Perisic is the only one that, fitness-wise, I was a bit concerned about. Jack Wilshere is going to come in for Ozil. I think that's the only change we're going to make. We're going to make him a playmaker. Oh, I might play Dembele as well. Yeah, Lacazette out, Dembele in. If he can find some goals and get scoring them, then I'll be very happy with that. We'll go to the attacking nature because we're very familiar with it. Although, do we try and perfect this counter-attacking style for the next game against Lazio? Or then we'll be at home. Do we want to do that? Our home form is... Do you know what? Our home form was very bad, and the counter-attack seemed to work. So we'll go out there and play on the counter-attack again at home against Huddersfield. It doesn't sound like it should work, but it might do. Right then, there they are. I quite like the fact we've got all the faces now. That's enjoyable. Right, been a good run lately. Go out there and do it as they walk out of the tunnel. I am going to put this in 2D, just to relive some memories, really. Right, 2D classic. They're going to line up, though, because it's all on the same engine. There's not as much loading time as we zoom a little bit closer in. Oh, 2D. I've missed 2D, to be fair. I do use it on stream occasionally, but it's nice to see it again. Okay, got to win, though. It's the sort of game that if you're losing, that top four dream is over. There's a free kick being given. Hogs fouled. I mean, it's another sending off. It's been sending off central recently. There's another red card. We had 2 in the last episode. We had 2 today. And Huddersfield already are down to 10. Now, can we pick them apart is the question. There's Gay again with a shot from distance. He loves it. Just goes wide. Now, in theory, Huddersfield shouldn't be able to get anything from the game with 10 men for this amount of time. No, it's not a highlight. Okay, we've been conned there, viewers. Jack Wilshere finds Gay on the edge again. And he's just sort of looking after it, keeping it. Bellerin on this right side, got plenty of space. The ability for us to switch the ball left and right and make them work is going to be pivotal. Iwobi's on it now, and it's cleared. Great highlight, guys. Gay's got it. He's got options there if he wants to find them. It goes back to Kolasinac, and Adelaide now on that side. Needs to get a ball into the middle if he can do. It's not the best, and it's a corner. Those are the most waste of time highlights in this game. Because this won't result in anything, right? I already know. Dembele on a 6.4. He's not having a good day. Right, Iwobi, as he takes it over the halfway line, he's driving forward. Dembele's in the middle. If he pause it, I was also going to pause it there to see what would happen. Adelaide's in loads of space on that left side, cutting in. Smith intercepts, and it might be Huddersfield with a chance to break. Although, when you look at the speed in which they're coming forward, it's not that impressive. As Smith finds Deportre in the middle. I think that's how you pronounce it. If not, apologies. Mustafi, Koscielny, and out to Iwobi. And this is where we started. Can he do something slightly different this time around? As he drives at that back line. I've got a little bit Norfolk for me. Like, don't really know what's going on. As it gets back to Jack Wilshere. Working this nicely. Iwobi with a shot on goal. Just wide of the target. So far, we've seen a few nothing highlights, a couple of corners. It's not been that exciting. I was hoping after I went down to 10 we'd see far more than this, but we've yet to see anything really. 8 shots from Arsenal, none on target. There's only one man we can call upon, Christian Benteke, to save the day. Target man attack. We've got wingers out there. In fact, we're going to play them both as wingers now. And see if we can get some balls onto the head of Christian Benteke. Jack Wilshere's there for the knockdowns. And we're going to come off... well, actually, we're on counter, but now they're down to 10. We should probably go slightly more attacking and take a few more risks. Passionately say... No, not passionately. Assertively say... I'm far from pleased with that. Better, please. Dembele's been hooked. Christian Benteke's on. He's a towering striker. Can he tower the ball into the net? I don't think that's a thing. I just want a shot on target, really. 9 shots. Get one on target up towards Benteke, who I'm not sure if he wins the ball, but the knockdown looks good regardless. As Seri plays it out to Bellerin on that side, who plays it forward to Iwobi. I mean, that's not forward to Iwobi. That's not very good. But the ball out isn't very good either. Gaze on it, into Wilshere. Finds Benteke. Christian Benteke! It's in the back of the net. Is it counting? It's onside. It's one of the best signings I think I've ever made. And it's Arsenal 1, Huddersfield 0. Game changing. We'll see it again in 3 dimensions, just to know that it has really happened. It's a knockdown from Gay. Wilshere, but Benteke's offside to begin with. Then a slide tackle. It's not even Wilshere, actually. It's just a slide tackle gone wrong. Benteke capitalises realises we're in the lead. It's our first shot on target as well. It's ridiculous. So he's found some space on this right side. Iwobi with the ball into Christian Benteke, who's, I thought he might have been fouled. Adelaide puts it in. It's 2-0 now. 65 minutes on the clock. And Arsenal are looking unbeatable at present. I dare say, invincible. Oh, no. I mean, we've dominated the game in this one. And I don't think Huddersfield are going to get back in it. Hector Bellerin's struggling out there for fitness. We're going to get him off. Kamona's going to come on. Anyone else in need of a switch around? Surrey should probably come off as well. We'll put Ramsey in the centre. Hopefully there's not too many injuries. Well, Bellerin's picked up a knock there. Hopefully it's not serious. I mean, Kamona's quite a good player to bring in. My Kamona! And he produces songs as well. So it's been a difficult job for Huddersfield in this game. Second half especially, they've not really created all that much. We've had 17 shots, only 4 on target, which I think we must say isn't the best. As Iwobi on that side, he's got Benteke in the middle, and a flicked header, I hope, into the far corner, makes it 3. Benteke has given Huddersfield the absolute runaround in the second half. The change seems to have worked. We went attacking, of course, as well. 3-1 at the Emirates, a home win. I mean, usually we draw these sorts of games, so we'll take it all day long. Iwobi on this right side, Benteke in the centre, is a flicked header to the far corner. That's what I want to see. That's what you pay your money for. You're 32 million for. It might be 33 million. That doesn't make it any better. There might be time for a fourth. Benteke again. It's in. It's a Christian Benteke second half hat trick. What a day for Christian Benteke. Does he start the next game? That's the question. I mean, in form like this, you do wonder, don't you? Adelaide's playing as a winger in this second half. The ball is whipped into that back post. It's high. It's handsome, we'll say. And Christian Benteke off the underside of the crossbar. And he's beating his chest like he knows he's the best. And there we are. He's loving it. It's 4-0 even. 3 goals for Benteke. It's basically 3-0 Benteke. Kimona to Iwobi. And we could be in for another one here. Doesn't quite fall. But I suspect that, my friends, is going to be that. And a great win for us. Convincing win 2. And we'll take this form happily into the game coming up now against Lazio. Did I say Napoli earlier on? Which I don't think is who we're playing. Same colours though. So I guess that's where the confusion lies. So for anyone that just wrote that comment, you can go ahead and delete it now. So I've addressed the situation. But 4-0 win, very nice victory, well done. And finally then, on to the home game against Lazio. It should be a good one. We're still 6th in the league, but we have a 2-game advantage over Southampton. And actually, we've got if we win our game, we actually go ahead of Manchester City as well, and into the top 4 where we belong. West Ham still second. What's going on with that? Bellerin's out for 1 to 2 days with a bruised ankle, so should be back for the game against Lazio. I'm pleased with a win. Pleased with the players that came in too. Christie was fantastic, and I'm disgusted by David Wagner's Huddersfield. Enough said. Right, folks, back for round 2, and questions need to be asked really. What do we do here then? Do we play Christian Benteke up top in a counter-attacking system with Ozil in behind? Or what do we, I think Ozil definitely comes back in. I'm tempted. I'm justifying this transfer one way or another. He's playing up top. Lacazette and Dembele ain't got the goals for me in this episode, so we're going to get him in there, and Siri does. Everything else I think is going to remain the same. Oh no, Perisic of course comes back in for Adelaide, but actually after the form of his last game, we should get him in ahead of perhaps even, I dare say, probably Dembele. Yeah, we will do. Christian Benteke with a chance to impress then. I won't be one side, Perisic the other, and we'll see how things go. We should maybe be playing a winger out there based on what happened in that last game, but we'll carry on. Everything is quite settled at the moment, so we'll continue. We're going to start on the counter-attack. It did okay against Huddersfield. They didn't push us that hard, whereas Lazio are going to have to if they want to get back into this game. So I guess we'll wait and see. All the best out there tonight. Have fun, and weren't too bothered, if we're honest. So we're going to tell them I've got faith in them, and they seem to always like that. There we are. Look, they love it. All right, back to 3D for this one. We'll go to the TV angle, shall we? And see if we can go through to the semi-final of the Europa League. And the draw, if we make it through, will come straight after this, of course. I will say that the ground's full. I mean, if we can say a thing for this, the ground is very full compared to what it was like at Lazio, as they're forward with it, and I'm a little bit worried about what's occurring here. Mustafi goes in. It's forced to Mobley, who looked offside to me, to be honest, but he's got the goal. And I'm panicking a little bit. This would be one hell of a way to not go into the semi-final if we've gone 2-0 up and then throw it away. Mustafi's ball is pretty horrendous, to be fair, and it's been put into the back of the net, and a goal for Lazio. Corner kick with Christian Benteke. This is basically a guaranteed goal. So he puts it into the front post, and it's positively awful, isn't it? As everybody runs it off. What a highlight, can I just say? What a highlight. That's key, is it? That was key. Right. Bellerin to Seri, who pops up in that position a lot. Down to Ozil. Christian Benteke. If it had done that, I don't know what I'd have... I mean, I'd have been around the room. Was that a highlight, was it? What is going on with these? Petr Cech placing the ball down for a goal kick. I mean, worthy. I'll be honest, at 1-0. I'm quite happy. Our shots on target percentage must be amongst the worst in the league. I mean, admittedly, this is the Europa League, but even then it can't be that good. Benteke struggling up top. I think Lacazette might be calling, and this might be the sort of game that suits him better anyway. It's not been a convincing performance from us by any means. Dressing room chat then. We'll tell them, well, I'll certainly say it's not good enough. Far from pleased with what we've just seen from the team. They like that, and we'll make a couple of changes to go alongside it. Lacazette for Benteke then, as a complete forward. And we're just going to switch Perisic up to a winger. He's either footed, so we can certainly play out there, and we'll change from counter to standard and go for this a touch more, essentially play less reserved. They've got a goal, Lazio. Another one would put the cat amongst the pigeons. And from my experience, cats are volatile creatures in that scenario. And I would like us to be slightly more volatile, if that's okay. As the ball's played through, well, Petr Cech has made the save of his life. The corner was predictably dreadful. It might, though, result in a counter-attack to us. Ozil's running into space. He's finding Iwobi. He finds Seri, who's got a chance to strike on goal. And, well, that was better than their opportunity. Koscielny's booked, Bellerin's booked. That's enough yellow cards back there, boys. Our attackers, by the way, are doing next to nothing. So with a free kick to be played in. Oh, Gay's there. It's dropped. Oh, flipping heck. Second legs. It's not about home and away, is it? It's just the second leg. We just panic. Ball shipped forward. Mustafi intercepts, and we're working this quite nicely. It's quite quick here. The pace of the game seems to have gone up a level. Seri, it needs to close down Radu. Gets it, though, and a chance to turn. Plays it forward. Lazio are really coming at us here, and we've got something to be wary of. Immobile drifts past our midfield. The ball through to Nani on that side, ball back across, Mustafi's header clear to Seri, and is it a counter-attack to their attack? No, it's actually the reverse of that. The ball falls to one of their players, Nani's in on goal, Nani with a strike, fires it into the far corner. Oh, we've crumbled, we've absolutely crumbled. We're going attacking, I'm going for a goal here, they've got the 2 away goals. I don't know if that's wise at all. For whatever reason, we have fallen apart in the middle and not good at all. Nani in acres of space. It's just such lax defending. I mean, we give the ball away in ridiculous circumstances. Radu's injured. That might be good for us. And, I mean, there's not long left to go. 15 minutes. What do you change? Do you make a sub here? Do you bring someone on in the centre? The midfield is struggling slightly. We're going to bring Aaron Ramsey on for Iwobi. We've done it in the past. We're doing it again. It just seems to settle things down a little bit when he's on the pitch. Oh, it's going to make it worse. 5 minutes left to go. This could be the longest video of all time. 5 minutes left. We're going to keep going for this. Czech's got a goal kick. There are 2.5 minutes left. Perisic heads down. And perhaps it's the chance for us. Perisic on that side, into Ozil, into Seri. Hopefully, Lazio legs are tiring. Ramsey out to Bellerin. The ball into the middle's got to be good. It's not good. But luckily, Seri's engine gets there first. And Bellerin on this right side has another chance to put the ball into the middle. Aaron Ramsey, of all people, gets the goal. The substitute late on. Time is pretty much gone. We need to shut up shop. Get defensive immediately, Ben. Tactically, we'll watch it. I mean, you're watching it again behind us. Bellerin's on a booking and tired. We're going to get him off. Kimona comes on. Time's ticked away. Petr Cech, boot this clear and see us into the semi-finals. That's what we're talking. I mean, blow the whistle, referee, by all means. There we are. Arsenal make it through in dramatic circumstances. Aaron Ramsey's 93rd minute winner. We still lose the bloody game. That seems to be a theme of these games. But we'll take the win all the way to the Mother Hubbard in Bank. A nice victory, which wasn't true. We didn't win, but we'll take it. And into the semi-finals we go with Villarreal, Red Bull Leipzig and AC Milan await. Which team will we face though? With this bumper episode this weekend, I will tell you in just a moment. Bloody hell. Can we not leave it that late? God, beat him in the first leg, smash Huddersfield, and then that moment there, heavens above. And here's the draw then. Villarreal will play AC Milan, which means Arsenal will face Red Bull Leipzig in the Europa League semi-final. They're a decent side with some very good players. Naby Keita, of course, is leaving for Liverpool, but is still there currently. And, well, would you Adam and Eve it? Schedule then, things have changed around again. But next episode will be Tottenham and Manchester United. You would hope the routine win against Swansea will be confirmed. And then, yeah, we've got all sorts of things kicking off. Tottenham, Manchester United, then Red Bull, all sorts going on. I don't know if there'll be a video tomorrow. I'm going to set the target pretty high. If we hit 2,000 likes, I'll make sure there's one out. But if not, Monday, this series will return. It's been out all this week, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have done, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And we love, with care, if we until next time, drama. Absolute drama.